Yeah, and we back.
Bitches.
We back, we back, we back. We back, we back, we back. Oh man. So, nigga, next up, 50 Cent strikes again. Goddamn. So, off the rip, the back and forth with 50 Cent, and the Let's Rap About It podcast, Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, Davies, shout out to them, began after the podcast host criticized 50's Netflix documentary, Sean Combs directing it. On a recent episode of Let's Rap About It, the host discussed the ethics of making an unauthorized documentary. Jim Jones called 50 Cent Diddy documentary docuseries a mockumentary, and labeled it petty behavior. Mano also chimed in comparing an unauthorized documentary to someone releasing your sex tape. Now, 50, known for his social media trolling, took to Instagram, and he posted images of the host, the little flyer, and accused them of being squatters, saying that Jimmy in particular owed like $250,000 in back rent for the studio space where they record, the podcast. And he mocked their fashion sense and all of that, saying that these bums are trying to win Best Dressed Award and don't pay their bills. Mano, we covered yesterday. He had the pimping curly shit, you know what I'm saying? He revigorated that, you know. And shit, let's see. He got humorous with the insults and shit, saying that 50, gave him the joint. Uh, Jim Jones maintained that his initial comments were part of a general conversation about unauthorized documentaries and not a direct attack on 50 Cent, though he stood by his critique. And 50 later posted what he claimed to be audio of the building owner who alleged that Jim owed between 80 and 180,000 in unpaid rent and had not finalized the lease term. So we're gonna play this audio and shit right now.
This for since October. And so he keeps trying, I want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, and I'm going to say it in a short way, at least 80,000, if not 180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease, not this.
And then 50 response. He says, I don't know why these people start with me. If I wasn't me, I would leave me alone. Get your business together, guys. Naturally tag the Branson, Cognac, 50 Cent action, and all of that. Now, my question, like I said, is it real or is it AI?
See, the thing about it, it might be real, but it's still more misinformation being pumped out from that side because whoever the dude is on the phone, he's saying he owned the media and all that shit. Technically, whoever owned the cameras owned the media. I'm quite sure Jimmy owned them cameras. So, I mean, it's just a bunch of niggas talking shit by this point.
Yeah, the thing that didn't make sense with that part of it is if he didn't even finalize a leasing agreement, how is it that there was any
All this,
finalization
how's he
on the
doing all this
content?
building? Yeah, how he doing? Ain't even the content. Because,
But
like,
he's saying the content because the company is the content, like the asset, whatever. Like let's just say that Let's Rap About It LLC.
yeah,
The value of that is within the content, right? So it's a matter of, all right, what do these episodes generate? Let's just say on a weekly basis, like when they add up all the YouTube money, or like let's just say on a monthly basis, what is it worth, right? But then at that point, you could go to start doing projections and all of this other shit, and like actually figure out, what the play is. My thing is this: if you don't even have a contract for the lease on the building, then you probably definitely don't have a contract for the content. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure, especially Fab, being that he's the biggest star like on that panel, I'm pretty sure that he got his ducks in a row, whatever the business is with Jimmy and shit, to make sure that he has some control over this shit and this don't turn into another record deal for him.
but see, the thing is that that's the landlord. The landlord don't have no ownership of whatever he's doing in the building. He just own the building. That's like saying, nigga, you own. That's like saying your landlord own your fucking living room set, nigga.
Yeah, well,
Like,
because the only way that that could happen is Jimmy actually owes him the rent and he decided to go through a whole eviction process. And then in the process of trying to actually collect the money, he decided that he's going to, you know, go after
also,
content or some shit. Then, like, yeah, like that would be, that would be it. Cause you would just try to figure out what the intellectual property is worth and, just get your money out of that. But I'm pretty sure they'll pay that nigga before they let that happen because they seem like they on to something with the podcast.
this
So
nigga talking like Jimmy just got in that building 6 months ago. How long Jim Jones been in that building shooting content, bro?
no, but the
You
whole
got you
crazy,
gotta hold on. You gotta realize, bro, that's the building where that storefront is at.
yeah, I get that. And he was saying
Yeah.
that
Now
he was
think
saying that
about
he
how
wanted to
think
spend
about how
money
long
with
this nigga. Now think about how long this nigga had that storefront. That's back during the pandemic, nigga. So you mean to tell me this whole time he been doing all this shit, you ain't got no fucking lease agreement finalized and all that, man? Come on, that's bullshit,
Well,
man.
here's the whole thing about it. You renew a lease every year, right? So the thing is, he might have signed the initial lease in 2020, re-signed it 2021, 22, 23, 24, and in 25, for whatever reason, nigga ain't re-signed it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I can think. Now, the whole thing about it is, he was on the call, he was saying that, you know, from the old rent, because there's no new rent, because they never negotiated a new leasing, you know, term. So the question is, the only thing I think when niggas start moving like that is you intend to move. So it's just like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not even finna get tied into this shit. You know what I mean? Now, the whole what's funny about that is after that call, 50 Cent's last post toward niggas, he said, so Jim wired the 200K over. Okay, cool. He may turn out to be a good tenant after all. Samuel need me to make them pay. Just give me a ring. I'm here. 50 Cent action. I really think that this shit, all this trolling shit, is marketing at its finest, nigga. And the reason I say that is,
remember I told you that Yayo and this nigga got a podcast coming up. They just announced that shit today on fucking Joe and Jada. I've been telling niggas that, huh?
yeah.
He's starting the podcast War Forum. You can already tell by the numbers that, because Mano was on the Bleach shit today, and by the numbers, Yayo and Murder had them beat.
Oh, okay.
While
Yeah. So,
while Bleak and them was on 370 something viewers, these niggas was on like 7 point something K.
got you.
Know what I mean? So
Well, I
they
mean,
they
shit,
definitely
man.
they definitely
Even
got the
with
bigger audience.
Yayo
Her young
might
buck
be
got
the
smacked on there.
biggest Yayo might be the dimmest star in G Unit, but he's definitely the biggest star out of, you can
I'm gonna
say,
say
out
he
of
the
that whole, as he got
yeah,
more stars just because of him being attached to G Unit.
I'm gonna say he the dimmest rapper. I ain't gonna say he the dimmest star because J.O. has been relevant the whole G Unit era. And half that era he was in jail.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta say, yeah. You can say the dimmest rapper. Yeah, because
He
shit,
definitely
nobody else
he
would
def
ever got John Cena.
yeah. Like he definitely a bigger star
Yayo
than
got the
Banks and
whole
Buck.
move,
Yeah.
nigga.
Only other nigga out of G Unit that's about as big as him is Game besides 50.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So then 50 Strikes Again. I came across this shit while I was looking up some other shit. Whole unit is steady, nigga. that's that shit from outside the courtroom. Yo, this nigga is out of line, bro. Whoever this nigga got like on the team doing the AI shit, hey, them nigga got the best job in the world. Getting paid to troll niggas. Man. Also, I think we got somebody else back out of the fight.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in his brothers, man. Especially Damon. He said Damon made him back out of this battle.
The busy schedule, you found time for a social media beef with 50 Cent. What was it like in the family chat? Were your brothers like egging you on or telling you quit it?
Well, what happened?
I just said his name. They asked me about the documentary. I was like, I didn't see it. And then they asked me about it, and I just gave my opinion. I was just like, I don't think brothers need to be quarreling in public like that. And then what I get into? A public quarrel with a brother. And I just think it was bad for the culture. And I kind
I think it was just bad for you. Because you need that AI shit or whatever for all the Zest Monster shit or whatever. That nigga just had to go through your resume. You should have never started. You should have just sat there, whatever. When they asked you about it, you should have said, that shit foul, man. Oh, shit. He got you stammering or whatever and shit. 50's not going to pop up or whatever on you. You understand what I'm saying? Big L won't pop up on you either. Relax. You all right.
of backed out. And plus my brothers, so I don't even say that name anymore. Okay. If you ask me, hey, you got change of $1? I need a half $1. So you need a half $1.
Got
you talking about 5 dimes? 2 quarters. I'll say 2 quarters.
Okay.
How old are you? I'm 43 plus a dime. I will no longer say.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It rhymes with gifty. Right? So my brothers, they were funny. Damon was like, why you pick the biggest brother? He's on gamma rays. Stick to beefing with Soldier Boy, Kevin Hart, people that we can beat. You fight him. Leave guys that got shot 9.
That nigga treating 50 like Candyman. He ain't want to say that nigga name. He got 5 different ways to say that shit.
No, he's a Manhattan nigga. So shit, what you expect?
Oh shit. He's not even a Harlem nigga. He's the Manhattan nigga.
Nigga Manhattan.
Times alone. He survived 9. And so, and then, but I backed out. I think because I was want to focus on, positivity, fun, and I got a movie coming out, Scary Movie 6.
I'm not gonna see that bullshit.
Now, well, 50 said, I'm glad he didn't make me have to act like I don't want to see Scary Movie 6. We good. That nigga ain't that sweet. He let you live, nigga. He let you live. That's uncharacteristic of 50. But, nigga, what's crazy about all of that is, talk about what 50, doing the Diddy and everything like that and tearing another brother down. I don't normally agree with Charlemagne the God, but Charlemagne had some input on this shit.
saying a black man shouldn't be doing this to another black man. How come we not having conversations about what Diddy did to other black people? Like when you watch that documentary, every person on that documentary except for Aubrey O'Day is black. So how come nobody is saying a black man shouldn't do that to other black people? Because here's the thing, there are things we know Diddy did because we saw it, and there are things he's being accused of. We don't know if they're true. Right. But either way, majority of people who are accusing him of something are black. So I don't understand why, there's not more conversations about that, but everybody's so, 50 Cent shouldn't be doing this to another black man. What about all the black people Diddy did and allegedly did stuff to?
And then they be acting like he made stuff up, right? Because I've heard about a lot of this before the doc came out. It was just that the doc was like, damn, like to actually see it in a documentary, putting it all together is like, damn. Clarity, like,
can't nobody make you can't make this, you can't, you don't get me wrong, you can make stuff up, but he didn't. We've been hearing a bunch of these stories forever, and guess what, like I said, these are black people's stories, except one white girl was on that documentary, 4 parts, everybody else was black. That's right. I ain't heard nobody say, damn, Diddy shouldn't have been doing black people like that, but 50 Cent shouldn't be doing that to another black man.
I'm saying, at the end of the day, here's what we know. We know that at some point, people like to be outraged because I think, like me, like I said yesterday, like you said yesterday, well, I don't really give a fuck. This shit is just the content right now. Like, it's the flavor of the month. And, next year, it'll be 2026. Somebody else will be implicated in some other shit. And then we'll be worried about that. Matter of fact, we got a lot of high-profile cases starting next year. You got Lil Durk. Got the Big U shit. Who else? Chauncey Billups, whole situation's about to kick off next year. So, yeah, after that or whatever, and then Trump going into the second year of his term. So that's gonna be some shit. Fentanyl is WND now. So, it's a lot of shit, man. Like, this shit with Diddy gonna pass. They expedited his appeal, we covered that. So, shit, that nigga might be out here soon, doing his own documentary. And then we'll see if that shit be 50 shit. Cause I know he's gonna do one about this shit. He like himself too much.